Hello, hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Devlingo here. Um, so this is my first video ever, and I'll be starting a new series called 100 Days of Creating New Project or Coding New Project till I become a full stack developer. So I'm a noob at coding, I'm a newbie, and I would just be trying to create new projects and journal my thought process alongside with it. So this is what I'll be trying to create today, right? Just something very simple and demure, if you ask me. So I have my Visual Studio Code all set up. So without any further ado, let's just start coding. So we have a title called Navbar, right? So I'm just gonna come here and say style CSS like that. And I'm just gonna try to link the CSS together. So I'm linking that and saying style.css. So if I go back to the place, I know we have a nav bar which has a logo and some list of items. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do right now is I want to have a semantic HTML like this. So I have the header and I have the nav, and inside of the nav bar, I know okay, I already have my logo as an SVG all set here. So I'm just gonna come here and say the dots maybe like that. Mm, say there you go, and the alt should be maybe logo. So I'm gonna create a list of items with a class of list, maybe list items, right? And I know we have about one, two, three, four, five, six. We've got about six of them. So I like a trick. So I'm just gonna do a times. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in times six. All right. So they're all going nowhere, right? They're all going nowhere. So the first one I want to say is home, and we've got the about. All right. So we've got the home. We've got the about. Okay. Follow about in services. So yeah, it should be portfolio right here. Should be the about. Yeah, I think that should be services. And then we've got the blog and contact. So now come here, I could say blog, and here I could say contact. I'll give it a save. So I think we're done here. All right, and I'm just gonna come here and say the next thing I want to do is maybe just go to the CSS and start styling it. So I'm just gonna come here and say um a wild card for all, and then I'll come here also the before, right? And I think that should be after. And I want to say the margin. I want to say the margins are. I want to say the patterns are. And I want to say box sizing, maybe inherit. And then I'm just gonna come here to the HTML and say I like making the font size a little bit smaller, 62.5%. And in the body here, in the body, I want it to be the line height to be somewhat like one. Okay, so let's go back and see how that looks. Okay, we need to turn on the live server. So I'm just gonna kill this one here. And so this is how it looks right now, right? This is how it looks. Looks pretty good to me though. But we can't leave it like that. So maybe we should do this and do this. Okay, that looks better. So Now, the next thing I want to do is do some general styling. Okay, like the image. I want to say all images on the website because I'm gonna have an image very soon. So I want to say you all have a width of 100% and the height of 100%. Okay, and then I want to say the UL. Every UL and the line will have a list style of none. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to remove the bulletin. Okay, so I'll come back here and say A as a link, right? That one there as a link, and then A when it's visited. When it's visited, all I want to do is say text decoration none. I want to set that to none, right? And then if you look closely, I want to be able to make sure they are all capitalized, right? So I think the color we're working with is black, and then text transform, say capitalize. Good. No, that looks a little better. So the next thing I want to do now is walk on the layout and see how we could do that. So I know we have a nav bar which is holding everything. So I'm just gonna give it a class real quick and say you have header underscore nav bar. So just gonna take that and we're gonna jump back into the CSS and say we want you to have a display of flags. I'm just gonna give it display of flags. Okay, I think that looks better. Align items, center. All right, good. So the UL2, I want to make the L highs have a display of flags also. So one thing I could do is I could set all of them together to have a display of flags. So I could say, you know what, rather than doing, rather than me coming here and saying display flags also, and then say align items center, right, for these allies, what I could do is I could come here and use the CSS property like that. So I need to put it like that. So I could just take this off and just make it a little bit slimmer. So that looks better. Now what I want to do next is I think I'm gonna have to push them to the other side, right? I think I'm gonna have to push them all the way back to this place and let's see. So they're there at the ending of the part, you know, and I think that's what I would do. So what I could do is I want to move them all the way to this point. Okay, so what I like to do is um just gonna give it a padding. I'm just gonna say dot header. So do I have a class like that? Let me check. Okay, so class. So header and that border 1 pixel solely to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's what I'm working with. So I could say padding top and bottom 2 rems and then 8 rems. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think I need to reduce the image. Alright, I think I need to reduce the image. So I gave you a class of header logo. So I just come here real quick and say logo. And what I want to do is say a width of maybe 10 rems. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too small, maybe 20. Okay, I think that looks better. Alright, that looks better. So we'll come in and say, Uncle Tag, you have font size of maybe 1.5 frame. Okay, um, right. So now it's time for me to move all the way to this point here. Okay, so one way I could do it is I could just use margin on the UL, right? I could use margin on the UL and say I could say okay, I think I thought of something, but I don't know how well that would work. Don't know how well. Maybe I should just try it. So flex scroll three. That didn't do much, right? So what I want to do is to use a flex scroll property and say flex scroll one. Okay, that didn't work, so I'm just gonna take it off. Um, so one thing I could do is margin, right? And okay. Not right, not right, left. I meant to say. So maybe something drastic. Okay. I think that looks a little bit to the left, like I wanted it to maybe because what I'm saying 80 rems is I'm still gonna have to do this. I'm still gonna have to do so now I'm gonna say all allies, okay, all allies. Right, so now I want to give them a margin, but now what I want to do is margin maybe margin left, maybe 3 rems. Why would you do that? Margin left, maybe 3 rems. So I'm giving them a margin left. So all of these parts. I don't want the contact to have a margin left. So what I could do is say I could say not not last child. Maybe maybe first. Right, that looks better. So all looks good. All looks good on this side. I think I want to increase that. I think I want to increase the font size for the anchor tags and say maybe one, maybe 2 rems, maybe just 2 rems. Okay. Um, and then I want to say you have a width of 30. Where did you go? Okay. Okay. Maybe reduce this to like 60. Okay, that looks better. Did did you see? I think the padding left. I think the padding looks even better than that one. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should reduce that a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see how that looks when I reduce it to perhaps maybe 25. Okay, good. And then maybe take this to 1.8. All right, guys. I think now we could do this. Good. I think that looks better to me. So the last thing I want to do now is here, all right? The semantic, remember? So I want to have a div which has the image, okay? So img, and that should be this. So I'm just gonna come here and say hero banner something. So this has a class of main. We won't be needing that. And then this has a class of main onto hero banner maybe something I don't know. So we're just gonna copy that. So let's see how that looks. All right. So I don't want it to be able to scroll. Right. This is scrolling, but it's not scrolling too much. Okay. So I want all of the images to be there right away. Okay. So one thing I could do is I could just come here and maybe right here, right, and then for the so 1 pixel solid, right? Okay, so inside of this guy, I want to say height maybe 70 view height. Okay, so the whole viewport height maybe 90. Oh, look, that was fast. Let's take this out. Let's see the beauty. Yep, I think we are done. I think we're done. I think we're done. And then the only thing I want to do is increase the anchor tags, right? Don't know. I don't think maybe we could just leave it at maybe we could just leave it at the two rems. It looks better now. Looks better. Alright guys, so this was my first project of it all. I'm so excited to creating a nav bar and being able to add an image to it. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you were able to, just learn one or two things from it. Right. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and also share. Right. And then yep. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next video where we'll be making this responsive. Okay. So the next thing we'll be doing is try to make this responsive. So do not forget, like and subscribe. Devlingua. I'll be seeing you on day 2. Thank you.